Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a game between Serral here in the top left spawning as our blue Zerg player, and in the top right playing for the Shopify Rebellion, the only Terran player in the team. It is Beyond, who's opening up with a... not a CC first. So instead it's going to be a proxy 2 Rex, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a proxy 2 Rex over here, rather than a proxy 3 Rex. It can be two things. You don't see any gas. It's either a CC first. Actually, could have been CC first on the high ground. I didn't even consider that. Could have been a real possibility. Instead, it's going to be this bad boy. Proxy 2 Rex. One of the builds that Beyond loves to pull out, and one of the builds is just extremely strong against Zerg players. Good drone control coming out of Serral here. Will try and take out as many SCVs as he can. Does not want these Marines to be capable of entering the bunker. Bunker finishes up, that's one thing. Now the Marines need to still get into the bunker. 2 drones already go down. 3rd drone will fall soon. 4th drone is going to go down as well. More and more Marines are coming in. 5 drones have fallen with some cheeky repair here on the bunker. That means that this push definitely isn't over yet. Ooh, SCV gets taken out for free. Kind of sloppy here out of Beyond, who... honestly, still in a great position here. Let's just face the truth here. Let's just face the truth. 19 workers against 13. Can probably snipe one more drone. 8 drones have gone down. 9 drones going to fall. Number 10 will die too. Bunker's going to get salvaged here, and there's enough cash straight away for a command center. Look at this. Completely gasless here for Beyond, who continues building more and more Marines, and thus will continue to pressure his opponent into building units as well. We have a CC. It wouldn't surprise me to see a fast 3rd CC come in as well, just because of that slow kind of transition into the gases. Usually with a 2-Rex, you still see a faster transition into gas, so you can get a factory out, allows for some added safety, but that's not going to be the case here. Instead, we're just seeing a late double gas after a fast CC, a bunch of Marines that have been built, and this could go into a lot of things, but in my mind, this will transition into a 2-1-1. With the way that the setup is currently set up, with the way that Beyond is currently set up, I should say, I do believe that this is going to be a little bit of a 2-1-1. CC about to finish up. We need some more mining going down. Yep, there we go. 3rd CC indeed on the way. This makes so much sense, in my opinion, that I'd almost be disappointed if this isn't what Beyond would do here. I'd almost be disappointed. And it's a map-specific build order as well, of course, because you get that safety from the high ground that you have over here. It's difficult to just link flood. Your SCVs are always going to be straight up safe. You can get a bunker on the high ground in case of any roach in, although a roach in would be kind of rare after the terrible start that Serral did have. Now, metabolic boost is on the way. 3rd base coming in as well. 3rd base actually faster here for the Terran than it was for the Zerg. I do believe that Beyond is in a superior position here on Stargazers, which already is a difficult map for Zerg most of the time. Not straight up going into a starport though. Wants to get a Hellion first. This feels like it's planned, and there was enough gas for the reactor anyway, so it's something that I'm completely down with. Getting 1 Hellion. Might actually fake out the opponent a little bit as well. See a reactor straight away the moment it becomes available. Yep, there we go. Hellion for the scout, of course. Beautiful stuff. We take out this Ling as well. Metabolic boost not quite done yet. And this Ling... I mean, Beyond does see the speed finish up. That is something. Baneling Nest is on the way here already. I'm not sure if Serral knows what's going on behind this. He hasn't gotten a whole lot of information. Hasn't even spotted the CC yet. So actually has 0 information currently. Technically, it could still be a 1 base all in. In that case, I do think that Serral would be in some trouble. If this was he would be doing Banshees done by this point. 1 base Banshee Helvet or something. Battle Cruiser Helvet from 1 base. After 2 racks. The ultimate all in. That's not quite going to be the case though. Instead, it's just going to be a triple CC 2-1-1 into double eBay. Fast upgrades for Beyond. Fast pressure coming out of Beyond. Lots of Marines that are already on the map. Don't forget there's 4 Marines in this bunker. And the moment these 2 medevacs finish up, I think we'll have 16 Marines exactly. Maybe even slightly more. And a double filled medevac drop here. So a 16 Marine drop with 2 medevacs with stim. Should be capable of actually killing something here. Maybe a queen. Maybe a couple of lings. Maybe just sniping creep tumors. But... definitely do feel like there are some possibilities here for Beyond to deal big damage. 45 workers against 45. It feels like Serral is forced into a position where he needs to cut workers while he has less workers than his opponent. This Overlord isn't going to end up dying, I don't think. No, moves into safety. as Bjorn is going to continue looking for opportunities to get kills in. Evo Chambers now on the way for Serral as the first upgrade starts as well. It's going to be Carapace. Lair will be late, and that is intentional as he knew there wasn't going to be any Banshees. How did he know it? I'm not so sure. Probably saw the lack of Hellions and was like, okay, most likely there's going to be a 2-on-1 follow-up. Also something that Bjorn is very fond of playing anyway. Stim as well as the 1-1 upgrades coming in. We have a reactor on this factory. Now, that's not necessarily because he wants mines, but this is most likely so that these barracks can start producing marines at a very rapid pace from this point on out. 3 extra barracks on the way, 1 being built on a reactor, and then 2 reactors, 1 with the factory, 1 with the starport being added on. And these 2 buildings... Oh, actually, no, we're gonna see... Okay, I hadn't expected this. I thought they were just gonna swap out, but I do believe that these 2 will still swap. Makes the most sense to me, at least. Armory is already on the way. We have plenty of cash in the bank to start a Forge CC soon as well, or plenty of income to start a Forge CC soon, no matter how much cash you have in the bank. I mean, if you're making 3k a minute, that means what? Basically that every 15 seconds or so. Is that correct? No, faster. Maybe every 10 seconds? Every 10 seconds you can throw down a command center, basically. So you just don't build anything for 10 seconds, and bam, you have your 4 CC there. Don't build anything for the next 10 seconds, and you have your 3 added barracks. That's the beauty of 3 base eco if you have triple mules going down as well. People often say, well, scans to kill creeps are great, but extra money also is fantastic. Like, triple mules bring in a crap ton of cash. They really do. They really, really do. 1-1 has completed at this point. Espion is pulling further ahead in. Supply still up in upgrades as well. No centrifugal hooks yet, which means that all of these fights versus Combat Shield 1-1 Marines are going to be a lot harder. Queens will help, of course, tanking some of these shots. Mine doesn't get a great connection. Just killing a single Ling. Still have some of these Marines set up here in the main base as well. No Forge CC as of yet. Kind of surprising. Almost feels like it's being delayed for no real reason. Second factory is up. There's a lot of units out on the map though. 2-2s. Oh my god. We have oh no. This is a classic Beyond move. I don't know how it so consistently happens to Beyond, but he extremely consistently gets +2 armor before +2 attack. And I've asked him, he says it's not on purpose, it's a mistake. And it often happens when he doesn't have enough money to start one of the upgrades and he wants to start both of them at the same time. So he'll click the button. Oh, hold that thought actually, as he might be accidentally winning the game. Big mine shots here. It's going to get pushed back though. What I was gonna say is that whenever he clicks the E button but doesn't have enough money, the E button is the one for the plus attack on the weapons, and then he believes he already started it, and then later on he'll start the armor upgrade basically, and then after a while he'll realize, wait a second, this isn't quite brilliant, and I'm not researching anything yet. It's of course quite painful when that indeed happens. Now we have 3 mines out on the map, 34 marines, 7 medevacs as well over here. 4 CC being built on location after barracks 6, 7 and 8, so Beyond prioritizing pressure over money here. And I'm okay with that. Overseer gets sniped by these marines. Pneumatized Carapace wasn't quite finished yet. Burrow finishes up right about now. As this double drop is heading into a position where perhaps it can snipe a bunch of these Banelings. Oi, 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 oi. Beyond. Good control there with those marines. Creep is almost non-existent. Worker count for Serral is looking straight up garbage. I'm a fan of this position here for our South Korean Terran player, that's for sure. Of course, also a very competent late game player, knows how to use those ghosts to great effect, but also understands how to put on a maximum amount of pressure in the mid game, and that's what he's doing right now. Not really losing any units, denying creep everywhere, killing Banes whenever he can. +2 Carapace finished up just now. As we have the +3 armor starting fast for Beyond. This +2 attack hasn't quite finished up yet. Oh, here we go, a drop. This time not paying attention. It's still going to be fine. Loses a single marine, takes out a couple of Lings. So a fine trade. It's an okay trade. It's a trade that we can live with. There's actually a very small number of mines. That is the one thing I think we can definitely criticize Beyond for. He's barely made any mines this game, and against a pure Ling Bane style, mines are obviously a great tool that can help you in these engagements. They help you with the map control as well. We see some of these mines exactly being used for that. Just making sure that these outside bases are secure. So we have 2 changelings actually moving forward right now. Not going to get spotted here by Beyond. Interesting. So these changelings are going to get some info, some good info as well on where the army is positioned, as the Marines for the quadrillion time are going to redrop into this this inside base, or this pocket base as we would call it. Sniping 1, 2, those 2 or 3 banelings there. Picking up once more, losing a single Marine. So efficient trades coming out of Beyond this entire game already. 3.6k resources lost against 6k. That's definitely favorable here for Beyond. 13 Marauders are out, 7 mines still on the low side of things. I mean, 7 mines isn't all that much. There's only 4 in this army currently. The rest is used in a different way. Marauders pushing in forward, wanting to tank some of these Baneling shots, forcing links into the mines to try and kill these Marauders. Good control out of Serral though. Splits away from these mine shots as more Banelings are being morphed in right now. 33 Banes are out. Viper is out as well here for Serral. That means that usually when we see Ling Bane Viper against a medevac Marine Mine Marauder type of Terran, I actually think a lot of these fights do go the way of the Zerg player, because Parasitic Bomb is so valuable. If you have a sufficient Baneling count and you fight well and you don't take too much damage against the mines, usually you're going to be fine as well. Great flank here with these Banes coming in from the back, connecting with a lot of Marines. Yes, this still probably was an okay fight for Beyond, but at least there is a little bit of time right now that Serral has where he can perhaps set up, where he can perhaps even push back these medevacs with the Parasitic Bomb, as the defense is still in his own pocket base. Here we go. It's going to be forced to lift off. There comes the Parasitic. We'll take out this one. No. Oh my god, you can't be serious. No micro whatsoever on these medevacs, as this one survives with 1 HP. The other one dies. This was the real one though. Oh yeah, 1 HP remaining. That is very little. 8 Marines could have died there for free, as once again Beyond pushes forward. Not a single mine with this push though. Really feel like this is beginning to be a bit of an issue, the complete lack of mines. Marauder Marine is great, but add a couple of mines in the mix and you have brilliance. It's absolutely a phenomenal unit comp that stood the test of time already. And fight rather well. This is a planetary here on the 5th. We have a command center over on the 4th base, so triple orbital. This one has been lifted. Is that an accident? I'm not quite sure what happened here, but it seems like an accident. There's some long distance mining going on. 676 SCVs. So we have a double drop heading towards the bottom side. Infantry weapons level 3 finishing up. Level 3 carapace is already finished though for Serral. So it's not going to be the biggest of deals. Beyond still in firm control after his fantastic early game with that 2-Rex. Once again showing that 2-Rex is one of these build orders that just has a very high win rate in tournaments. You almost never see this strategy lose, or at least get a Terran behind. Feels like with the 10 kills in the early game, definitely put him into a better position. Marauders pushing in forward as well. Good stim coming in. Slightly over stim perhaps. There's still 2 medevacs with a decent chunk of energy, and 2 medevacs practically empty. Very last second pickup as the double drop heads towards the bottom side as well. Medevac gets taken out. Luckily that medevac, oh my god, it fell in the water. Did you see that? That was a really cool animation. I'm gonna see that again. I want to see that again. That was a sick animation. It hit the edge and fell in, didn't it? Look at this. What in the world? Oof. Oh no, it just hit this part. I swear that I saw something fall in the water. I didn't make it up. I swear I didn't make it up. Oh. Also didn't make up these massive mine shots here. Look at 70 kills on this mine, 9 kills on this bad boy, 5 on the top one. Despite them falling right now, definitely were worth their weight in minerals and gas. I was going to say in gold, but gold actually has no value whatsoever in StarCraft 2, so will be completely useless. It's not a compliment, that's an insult in this game. Ooh, triple drop. Typical Stargazers move, of course. If you can't outmine your opponent's like little mineral wall, then these drops are often a great way to deal with everything. Oh. Ooh. Where's them overlords going? Thought I saw them. Oh, they're gonna get spotted here actually as well. Big deal for Beyond, who immediately sends a couple of these medevacs into his own natural. Wouldn't mind seeing some turrets as well being added here, as well as just the building armor, as well as the the added range. I forgot the name for it. High sec auto tracking, I think it's called. Yeah, this is gonna get blasted completely. Snipes go down on these overlords. We'll take it out. So we have Bian, who's kind of in a late game already, and we have Serral, who is stuck in a mid with Vipers added in as well. Not terrible, but just not great. Really needs to start mining from this gold, because if you take a look at the resources lost, he's just down 6k. Needs to outmine his opponent. This bottom base, well, that's just not going to be possible. It should be a utopia. To take your opponent's, what is that, 6th base? Simply impossible. So it always is going to kind of revolve around this gold base. And Bian is pushing it already. Serral's not going to get it. Serral's struggling getting the in base even. Which also sucks. We have 3 mines here in the back. Can we get an EMP? Man, not really. Snipes will go down though. Take out the Vipers. Can we micro these medevacts away, Bian? Well, 4 times is the charm. It gets the medevac in the end. Not entirely what I wanted to, but good trades all around still for me. I would love to see just a mine over here, just to block this base from going down. At least getting a warning whenever your opponent tries to take this base. Do we get a split on the ghost? No, we don't really. They are going to trade well with these ghosts. Frustrating for Bian, but still manages to win the fight. Loses the ghost, but wins the fight. But will he win the war? No one knows, but it does seem to be that way so far, right? 17k against 26. Well, that was actually not a great mine hit there. Actually, pretty painful for Bian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's going to be base 6 over here on the bottom side. Serral already trying to take base 6 as well, of course. Just keeping the unit lost tab over for a little bit. Make sure that we see what happens during all of these fights. And I often can see like a big hit coming down with these mines. I love seeing the numbers go up. Ghost count actually relatively low right now. Only, well, all the way down to 7. More and more command centers being added in. Serral actually moving in currently. This looks scary. There are a lot of ghosts still available. Wouldn't mind a couple of liberators for some added safety though. Still have this double drop, but this is really low and kind of yikesy in my opinion. It's like, well, do you really want to be there with 2 medevacts that have literally no HP anymore? Like, a queen sneezes in the direction of the medevac and it will fall out of the sky. The Zergling farts a little bit too loud and boom. All your units will just straight up die, and that's not quite what you want. Infestor is burrowed here as well already. Not going to get spotted. These are really easy to spot when they're moving. Well, really easy might be an over-exaggeration, but you can definitely see it, especially when it's not on creep. I'm always surprised that Terrans tend to be kind of bad actually at spotting them. Like, legitimately kind of bad. We often also see just turrets being positioned in between kind of the defensive rotations that Terran wants to make. This would definitely be prime location here for a potential turret. Also, of course, helps against lurkers. Here we go. Infestor's going to unburrow, throw down a fungal. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That takes out every single one of these ghosts. Actually, but that was a great fight here for Serral. That was one of the first fights I think that was really cost efficient for him, taking out all of these ghosts. Now he's going to continue pushing in. Where are the other ghosts left? We still have 4 somehow, some way, somewhere on the map. But they need to start coming back home. Viper's not even in position to help in this fight. As Serral's showing why he is considered to be the GOAT. As this game, I don't want to say it felt over, but it felt pretty over. And that fungal, it mattered so much. Now pushing forward, snipes are still going down. It's only 167 supply here for Serral. And he does not have that bottom side 7th base yet. And he's trying to get it up. Resources lost, he's still down 10k. It could have been worse, but it's simply not good enough to not mine this base. He needs this base. If he doesn't get this base, he's in some massive trouble. How many minerals do we still have left over here? This is what, about 200, maybe 3k or so? Oh, this is a lot though. I want to say this is like 5,000 at least. So that's 8,000, and then this is... yeah, this is still completely maxed out. 1,800 on every patch, 900 on the small ones. Don't even want to add all of them up together, but it's a lot. It's what, 7,200, like 11,000-ish minerals or so. I think this was, the other two were 8 together, I said, right? So there's not 20k more minerals left to be mined here for Beyond. Just taking this one would be huge already, right? This is money that you're gonna get and your opponent will not get anymore. That's a huge deal. Being down 10k in resources is painful. Don't forget that, yes, Zerg can lose a little bit more just purely based on the fact that Terra needs to build way more buildings as well. A lot of resources being sunk into command centers, into just extra production, extra barracks, extra factories, while Zerg has an easy time with that. They just need to build hatcheries, and there's no problem. If you're wondering what that rolling sound was, I accidentally threw my mouse to the left side. Happens to the best. Ghost perhaps in a little bit of a pickle. No Fungal though to help out the Zerg army. Mine's going to connect with these Overseers. As Beyond gets out alive with the Ghost. Actually still feels like this is a good position for Beyond. Some of these fights felt worse, but he's just making it happen here. He's doing it. That's for sure. Turret on the high ground right now. Turret on this low ground. Mines basically in every single direction. Does this turret have the vision range for that? Not quite, but it's pretty darn close. That I do know for sure. Oh, snipes. Good start to happen right about now. Ooh, parasitic bomb. Good split off. With that medevac there, just sending it forward straight away. As the parasitic bomb continues to deal damage towards it. No snipes, no snipes, no snipes. Now we see some snipes. 1, 2. Brrr, bang, 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 bang. Lots of lurkers being taken out here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Banelings just bursting into these ghosts, but not actually getting all of the kills. It feels like Beyond is actually pushing through Serral's defenses right now. There's still some army for Serral that is on the top side of the map, but this lurker is going to end up dying. This is one Baneling hit away from just straight up being blasted though. Beyond doesn't give a crap. He says, well, if you want to get a Baneling hit, first you need Banelings, and there were none here. I take out your base, I take out a lot of units, and now you're pretty much forced into an all-in, and I don't think Serral can win with an all-in here right now. There's too many command centers. There's the planetary in the back of this. Look at the income, 3,600 minerals a minute against 2,700. Beyond with 180 supply against 124. I really feel like the drop that Serral did in this base, in his natural base of Beyond, if that had worked out, that could have been a real game changer, but it got spotted by the drop. And thus, it didn't really do any damage whatsoever. It felt like there was some momentum finally on the side of Serral, and it just completely got shut down. Then we still had that lurk push in the middle as well. And Serral got shut down in the middle too. So, yeah, just a little bit unlucky for Serral. Early game, of course, also not perfect. And Stargaze is a difficult map, beyond showing why he is one of the best in the Terran versus Zerg matchup. That is going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy this game. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Thank you, and bye-bye.